What's up guys, it's me, Double O Josh, back with another Minecraft command block tutorial. We're going to show you 3 ways that you can protect your spawn on a server or realm from mobs and griefing players. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay guys, so here we are in sort of a mock spawn of a realm or a server, and I want to talk about how we're going to protect this from mobs spawning in here and destroying your beautiful work, or from damaging players who enter the spawn. So let's take a look at one of the ways we can do that. One of my favorite ways to go ahead and protect your spawn from mobs showing up and griefing it is to simply use command blocks to teleport them away from the area. You can do this by typing in the teleport command at entity, type creeper or skeleton or witch or whatever type of mobs you want to keep away, and then use radius of 35 or whatever size radius you need to cover the entirety of your spawn. Keep them away from both the inside and the outside. And then you do the little curly Q, if you want to call it that. I don't know what that symbol is. If you guys know what that's called, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, you put in that symbol with a -64 to just shoot them all the way down to bedrock and get rid of them. Now, the only downside of this is that you would have to use one of these command blocks for pretty much every single type of mob that you would want to keep out of your spawn. So it is a little bit tedious to set up, but it is very comprehensive to keep them all away. Make sure you've got it set to repeat, unconditional, and always active. Really, I can't think of a reason you'd want to set this up on a redstone switch to turn it off. So just make sure it's always active, and you'll never have to worry about these mobs spawning into your spawn. Now, the next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is protecting your spawn from players griefing. And there's 2 different ways to do this. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you want to protect your realm or your server, at some point you're going to have somebody try to mess with the system and screw everything up. And we just don't want that. So there's 2 different ways in this video that I want to talk about protecting your spawn from griefing players. And one of them is to simply put them all into adventure mode the moment they spawn into your spawn area. Now, the way that we can easily do that is to set up a repeating command block with the command /game mode, A for adventure, at all, with a radius setting of whatever size you need to protect the inside of your spawn. Now, one thing you might want to do is you might want to set this to need redstone, just so that you can set up some kind of switch so you can turn it on and off in case you ever need to come work on your spawn. So if I flip that switch, the command is now active, and because I'm inside the zone, I have been set into adventure mode, and I can't grief anything. Matter of fact, I can't even put stuff down, place blocks. I can't do anything except maybe open chests. As you got your players set into adventure mode inside spawn, one way to easily get them back out of adventure mode is to go ahead and set up another command block outside of spawn that will then set them into survival mode so that they can go ahead and play the game normally. This would be easily accomplished by having another command block set up just outside of spawn that has the command /game mode survival at all, with a small radius to go ahead and set players just outside of the spawn zone into survival mode. You may also want to put this on a needs redstone basis so that you can flick it on and off with a switch in case you need to do any sort of maintenance on your spawn. Now, once you've got all of your newly spawned players set into adventure mode so that they can't mess with stuff, simply set up a button to go ahead and teleport them out of the spawn zone, and then have another command block that sets them into survival mode the moment they get in front of it, and then you won't have to worry about them being stuck in adventure mode and having to try and fix things for people. Another good idea is to go ahead and set up a command block that will teleport players back into the spawn zone if you wanted to use it for other purposes. And then, of course, as soon as they get back there, you'll notice that they're set back into adventure mode once again, and they can't break anything, but they can still use things like ender chests if you wanted to give your players some sort of a head start or safety zone. So there you have it, guys. Those are 3 ways that you can protect your spawn zone in a realm or server from griefing from mobs and players. Alright guys, before we end today's video, I do want to go ahead and take a look at our Bible verse of the day, so let's check that out. Today's verse of the day is Psalm 143, verse 5. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all that you have done. I ponder the work of your hands. This is a very important reminder for us to constantly keep in remembrance the good things that God has done for us. For every Christian, God has brought us through numerous trials, difficulties, ups and downs of life, and He's saved us from the penalty of our sin. Never forget what God has done for you as a Christian. Sometimes we can get to looking at our troubles or our difficulties or the things that we want to happen, and we start to take the good stuff that God has done for granted. Let's remember to think on this verse, meditate on what God has done, and think about the works that God has done in the world and in our own lives, and let's not take God for granted. Thank you so much for joining me today. In the description below are links to follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, jump in the Discord and also jump into the GMA Discord. God Mode Activated is an awesome community of gamers and streamers who just want to get together, have fun, play video games, and have conversations, all built around God and the Bible. You don't have to be a Christian to be a part of that community, but if you are a Christian or if you're curious about God or the Bible, that is a great place to jump in and learn more. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please know that no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you're going through, I appreciate you and God loves you. And as always, God bless.